Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, another wondrous, another magical Propagandacast. Me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of the Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. And we're going to be having a spectacular 1v1 right here on Langrasskaya Winter in the cold fields of Langrasskaya. The Germans and the Russians will clash. We're watching NovSeb here fighting for the Soviet Union, comrades. And the 5th Guards Mechanized Corps here with Armored Assault, Guard Motor and Terror Tactics. Attacking the German positions being held by Stephenn of Australia with German Mechanized Joint Operations and Luftwaffe supply here. Fighting for the Großdeutschland Panzergrenadier Division. And as we already heard there and saw, our friend here, opponent, is actually already gone for Armored Assault, thus giving a radio intercept, thus giving an idea of what Stephenn will be going for all the way. And we're also noting here one conscript rolled up, but also support them company with a Maxim on the way. Definitely some interesting play here, definitely something interesting. Grenadiers already popping out here for Stephenn. So far, so good. There you go, the Maxim pops up for NovSeb. Going for the munitions there. So which rather indicates there might be some plans here initially for NovSeb, not for something fuel related or munitions, thus indicating either mines or other kinds of upgrades. Maybe a flamethrower. Yeah. MD-42 there following up here for Stephenn. Once they're secured, Maxim going over there. Ignoring the victory point so far, where Stephenn has gone pretty aggressively for the first one, giving him the slight advantage there so far. Conscripts moving up the west here, Grenadiers also there. Slow approach here, fanning out from here. No vast movements that might leave him a bit exposed initially. 3rd Grenadier squad on the way, Maxim moving out. Looks like NovSeb is realising what's going on and quickly pulls back with his conscripts, realising that's just going to be a waste of manpower. Good tactical sense there. Additional conscripts arriving there for NovSeb. With the Maxim slowly approaching here, Maxim will be able to engage the Grenadier. And there we go. Germans open up. On the Maxim sitting up here behind the fences. And immediately opening up there and quickly suppresses the Grenadiers. MD-42 fighting nearby. Grenadiers trying to crawl out of the line of sight as the fence shatters under the machine gun fire being sent in their direction by the Maxim gunners. And there we go, the Grenadiers in fact conduct a full retreat. Haven't been caught too badly here. Grenadiers flanking up behind the conscripts, trying to make the way from there, nonetheless unable to escape. Conscripts, companies actually retreating pretty quickly here from the front line by NovSeb. I wonder what that could mean. 3 Grenadier squads, 1 MU-42. What shall Stephenn go for next? Maxim sitting up to the Grenadiers, dealing with the conscripts. Another MU-42 sitting up to flank here in the Maxim. Although we do see a conscript moving in, they could try and flank here. Maxim could be pulled out in the open here by the MU-42. Schweres MG-42 quickly sawing through Boris. And then shift targets towards the conscript squad. Might want to focus on the Maxim, but at the same time perhaps want to stop there. There we go, 1 machine gunner dead. Conscripts moving up the other side. Grenadiers still hanging about in the bases. He might be a bit too preoccupied with things. No, taking up no further units here. The position's getting a bit dangerous. And we're noting here, he's actually getting a special rifle command. 2 conscripts Maxim, then a special rifle command. I wonder what NovSeb is thinking. This is definitely some highly irregular play here from the Soviets. Building both tier 1 buildings right over here as the Soviets. That is definitely rather inordinary. Not what I am used to seeing at all. And in particular not with that little time in between. I mean, there's 4 minutes past less in fact, and he has got both of them up. He's got 2 conscripts on Maxim, but again, at the same time, he's actually done somewhat alright with those small forces there. It's not all bad, but it is definitely out of the usual. Maxim pulling back, flamethrowers up there. No mines though. Could have helped a bit. Continuing up, we're seeing a Granatenwerfer here to support Stephenn's forces. And we are seeing a medic bunker up as well. Points there being secured. And we are seeing Strafniki adding in some more vicious infantry in here for them. Interesting. NovSeb definitely playing something rather novel, which could easily turn to his advantage, and certainly in that regard it will have the advantage of basically being something that's going to leave Stephenn a bit wondering what the devil is going on, but at the same time, I mean, tactical in that regard, giving quite the sort of combined arms formation. There we go. We actually seeing light vehicles being added as well. He could have gotten a sniper, but no scout car for now. He's got a Maxim, and he can get a field gun or a mortar himself if necessary. So there's definitely some interesting things going on there.
This is now
and you can even get a flamethrower here for these penal troops as well. Once they've been secure, scout car light going to link up with the combat engineers. Then it's being held up there. Stephenn moving up with the SBT-40s, firing into the windows. Heinrich goes down in the kitchen while he was busy cooking up some beans. At the same time, there's one moving up here. No upgrade so far for Stephenn's troops. Oder Truppen taking up, conducted. Grenadiers need to pull back. Heavy damage here from the Maxim Stephenn combination here. Conscripts versus the Grenadiers. Conscripts are caught out in the open. The Grenadiers though suffer one loss. Stephenn taking up position nearby. How to provide fast support there with SB-40, forcing the Grenadiers to fall back from here as well. And there we go, pushing up through the centre here. Conscripts leading the way for some combat engineers. Mortar, Grenadiers, and MG-40 a bit ill exposed. Not entirely sure what Stephenn he might think in the main push is coming from here. Instead, we are seeing that NovSeb is in fact hooking around from here. Oh, MG-42 gunner down, also slightly awkwardly placed, in fact allowing the conscript to flank in, but looks like he's not quite going for it yet. There we go, at the same time, scout car pushing in. Like the mechanized company up. And there we go, mortar crew pushed off the field as well. And we're seeing here just in about 6 minutes using some rather aggressive taking and otherwise strategies here. We are seeing the fact that NovSeb has in fact largely pushed Stephenn off the field and gained most of the map. Pretty impressive play here from NovSeb so far. Pretty impressive though, of course. At the same time, he hasn't done a lot of damage to Stephenn. He's just forced him sort of out of position. He's forced him to fall back. Stephenn, of course, here displaying good sound judgment and unit preservation. Although usually a panzer pass off here, but still might get out. Of course, the comments can quickly repaired if necessary. Grenadiers versus Stephenn. Maxim firing away some support. Oh, it looks like you're dealing with some grenadiers up there. Mortar firing away. A little bit of a dangerous situation here. They'll close up, and we're seeing a scout car arriving here for Stephenn. Auto cannon on the way, abandoning the scout car here. Looks like we'll try and repair. Conscripts are taking the munitions point as well. Need to be a bit careful. His scout car could go down here, but at the same time, the Stephenn are already low on health. Sniper has arrived as well, doing quite a bit of damage all in there. Nice push in there from Stephenn. And there we go, auto cannon up. Kampfwagenkanone. And there we go, rear machine gun actually firing into the rear of the scout car here. And he gets the penal troopers with it as well. Scout car here turning out to be absolutely devastating. But at the same time, scout car taking heavy damage. Mortar run goes down there, breaks through a hole in the hedge is made there, I think by it deflects itself. All of a sudden, the scout car turns to tight. Rather rarely seen that the 222 does that, but Stephenn manages it for Germany.
You need fire support? We may now deploy mechanized assault groups. Commander.
Rather impressive, and that definitely turned out to be a bit of a beating if enough. So those quick to lay down mines there. Good. Good. Field gun arriving. Sniper still hanging back. Oh, they didn't really see much action. NovSeb, though, was probably wise to pull back as soon as he realized the situation here was falling apart faster than a biscuit in tea.
We have a fresh half-track at our
and disposal. Oh my god, he's gone for mechanized, and we're seeing a 250 half-track out. We're seeing the mechanized grenadier group. Rarely seen as well, though not necessarily devastating, although perhaps a bit overpriced at the moment. Still, can prove quite useful if handled properly. Stephenn, though, quickly needs to push back and gain as much territory as possible.
222.
But he's definitely got quite an interesting mechanized group out here. Scout car. Half-track, of course, a scout half-track itself, used usually by reconnaissance units. Although, by the later stages of the war, it was replaced by the 251, and basically the chassis itself was actually used for scout cars as well. Sort of more focused, since that was actually better than the 221 and 222 off-road, which is rather really where this one only really excelled, which also ultimately limits a scout car's usability if it can only be used on the roads. Ja, there's no enemies around the roads. Good Heinz, but all off the roads. I do not know. The scout car really sucks off the roads. They didn't want to leave it, you know, it's cold out there. Nice bit of mortar fire going on there. No replacement infantry though, here from NovSeb in response. More mines going up. Grenadiers fighting over here. Snipers getting a few kills off here and there. Note he's constantly holding hold fire here, taking no chances, no mistakes, it would seem. And there we go, half-track already repaired. We'll play it there by Stephenn. Also noting now 4 Grenadiers got on, of course, the ones from the half-track here. Already equipped with the lightest machine in Gewehr. Troops pushing up here. And counter-attack going in there from NovSeb. Blizzard setting in, thus overall limiting its ability. And we're seeing another Stravniki unit on the way. Fancy, fancy. Also, a ton of munitions here, in fact, from NovSeb. A ton of munitions. Interesting is so far there are not a lot of has been used. So that's definitely an option for NovSeb. And we're seeing here the scout car quickly moves up with its auto cannon of doom. There needs to be careful. Not exactly a tank. Field gun fires away, misses instead, blowing up some trees. And all the while this is happening, Stephenn is sending up some troops to harass up left flank. 250 half-track so far seems to be relegated to not doing much. Grenadiers moving up to support the MG42 with their own MG42. And there we go, a response coming in from NovSeb, a nice field barrage there. Oh, nice hit there on the sniper with the mortar, and he gains veterancy too. Lovely. Unless you're the Russians, in which case, of course, you're probably swearing a bit. Conscripts manage up the right flank there. But so far, NovSeb actually doing rather well with this, although he's lost a bit of momentum here. The scout car rather threw things into a disarray, and losing that Stravniki alongside the scout car definitely proved out to be rather painful for NovSeb. And this one's also, while initially perhaps not having done so much, can still prove to be quite the threat as well, if utilised properly with some light machine guns firing in the right spots. Minesweepers up here, Stephenn taking no chances. Good, good. Advancing up the centre here. Conscripts moving in, they immediately come under fire here. Scout car gaining a few more kills. And there we go, flanking the machine gun there with the machine gun inside the half-track that looks like quick to get out of there as well again. Just moving initially to move up. Interesting move here from Stephenn, perhaps feeling a bit less confident, maybe fearing about the field gun, and just popping them out there to sort of leave them a lot less bloody exposed, and less likely to use the half-track that way. Not necessarily a bad idea, although a bit rare to see.
Ready.
And we're seeing here the NovSeb is now moving on to the mechanized armor Campanea.
You have done what you were told.
There we go, Stravniki now with a flamethrower, coming under intense fire here from the scout car. Mortar moving up here, Stephenn advances the front line. Oh!
Awaiting command.
Nice there, there's a trick where you can actually use attack ground to shoot through such a barrier here. And I think that's what he did to actually get the scout car right there. Well played there by NovSeb, well played. SU-76 following up here for him. Actually fun. Panzerabwehrkanone up here. Stephenn clearly figuring he needs something to help deal with Soviet armor, which he's probably deeming to be a threat by now, or a potential threat.
T-34-85 tanks are now ready for
also T-30-45s available, though he clearly doesn't have the resources quite yet still. SU-76 could also prove to be quite a threat here to the light vehicles and the infantry with its barrages. Counter-attack going in here. NovSeb troops fighting hard, their Grenadiers. Rifle grenading the field gun. But immediately in return taking some heavy damage here from the Stravniki. Maxim in heavy trouble, snipers firing in, gaining veterans, one of the conscripts attacking straight into Stephenn's lines. Stephenn here left the flanks a bit open. It's a nice conscript assault. Half track with no one in it. And no scout car to provide fire support either, with its Kampfwagenkanone. Mortar crew barely by the looks of it making out of the MG42 firing spot, and a second scout car up here for Stephenn. And there we go, the SU-76 quickly charges through the fences. And looks like he's actually worried about Stephenn having laid down mines here and actually clearing the way with flamethrowers. We do know there's actually mines just there. But he's not quite getting them, he's actually shooting at the wrong spot. And he is here in a bit of a dire state. Field gun has to be, or SU-76 has revealed itself.
Mines blunted. Now we
Mines up on the flanks there. Gutes Arbeit.
HMG crew is ready.
We will defend.
You needed fire support? Awaiting command.
Bit of quiet here. Flanks being unravelled by NovSeb's swift advances for the glory of the Soviet Union. Mission 6 setting up here with some snipers and support. While the Stephenn keeps being supported by a field gun push up the centre.
We have now installed a field hospital at headquarters.
And we can see here that seems a bit unsure where the actual blow will come from. You know, so here support armour core. Rather far away placed from anything else. Interesting position. Quick rifle grenade here, actually taking out some criminal.
Sniper taking fire.
There we go. Fuel point there secured. Might take the fuel point over there as well if the commies could ever get a move on.
What do you need?
Nothing going on from the S6 as of yet. Grenadiers making advance, coming under sniper fire. Could there be a barrage? Yes indeed, barrage going in from the S6. Firing at the Grenadiers, first shot misses. Second shot does a bit of damage, ultimately doesn't actually kill anyone. Just blows up some stacks of hay. Grenadiers for another one with light machine gun pushing up the centre here. Fuel point falling there finally. Stephenn's front line is once more getting hammered as NovSeb on top. And there we go, Panther up a cannon firing away, also doing another telemine there. Noting he's in fact laid down several telemines at junction which like expected to be hit there by enemy armour. Also, snipers need to be retreated for some healing. They are not in a good condition.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
There we go.
Enemy infantry!
Panzerkampfwagen 4 sent in to support the Großdeutschlands Infanterie. Also could be by now he's actually saving up for the T-34-85s.
18 gun engaging us! We have taken it. Finished.
Good job over there actually mining the fuel points, so it becomes harder for Stephenn to get it back. Half-track rushing back to base. Might be he's finally going to do something with it. So there we go, Grenadiers quickly pop into the leichte Schützenpanzerwagen. With an MG-42 supported Panzer IV rolling up the right-hand side again. Maxim covering up there, that's hardly going to stop things. Scout car not achieving an awful lot. Rather than see this position there from Stephenn overall. And there we go. Maxim coming under fire for the Panzerkampfwagen 4. High explosive shells flying across the fields. No machine gun upgrade. There we go. Getting hit. Also IS-2 now available. He could actually go for that instead of, say, some T-34-85s. And then, oh! Maxim was actually found in a bad condition. And the Panzer IV knocked it out. That's going to hurt NovSeb. But NovSeb strikes back.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Quick rifle grenade there, hoping to catch some of the Stephenn, and oh, half the unit gone. Nice rifle grenade right there from Stephenn, well placed, well placed. Anti-tank grenade though, managed to catch the Panzer IV. Incendiary armor piercing rounds up beyond the MG-42, firing into the conscripts on the flank, doing a bit of damage there. SU-76 moving up, might fire a barrage at them, but no. At the same time, half-track here taking points away, and these set off one mine, but only just losing one man.
The state now forgives him. Be brave, take your losses.
Panzer IV swiftly reducing repairs. Scout cars do nothing. Pack 40 could help a bit. Panzer IV quickly in behind the house, the only place to be beside so far. Conscripts moving closer and closer. MG-42 seems to have been forced to retreat. Looks like Stephenn's Panzerkampfwagen here is in a bit of a dire straits. Also, the Pack 40 just killed 3 men with 1 shot. Good shooting there, Helmut.
Engineers ready. We are ready.
Looks like he's trying to bombard the bastards. Building barely withstanding the shells. Oh! Good lord. Killing the pioneers and collapsing the house. Infantry just rolled up through the centre, nothing to cover the mortar crew there. Stephenn will be forced to fall back. Panzer IV trying to get out. He's got mechanized, so he could try and call in a smoke screen, and we're seeing here a fresh Maxim here for NovSeb. And now we see the half-tracks on the move.
enemy has cut off a sector.
And Nima going there for the cut-off point. Oh, aggressively and nicely played there by NovSeb, taking advantage of Stephenn's weak forces on the left.
We toasted them.
And he got the mortar. He stole Stephenn mortars. At the same time, Scout coming in there. Grenadiers getting that into almost getting this MG crew field. SG6 firing out, but missing. Looks like Stephenn's going to try and get the snipers here. Absolutely audacious assault here, and he got one sniper. Grenadiers close to Veterancy 3 already. And they just gained Veterancy 2. Scout car though could go down, could go down. Looks like he's getting out here. Not going to try and salvage the SG6, sadly. Oh, there we go, more kills. Veterancy 3, he could get the sniper, he could get the sniper. Panther Faust almost knocked it out. Sturmovik now available here for NovSeb.
Take cover!
Tries to rifle grenade the SG76. Oh, might have been able to work, but in this case, luck did not favour Deutschland. But back to Stephenn here as the fight certainly intensifies now with some artillery in the hands of the Soviets from his own stock. So he's got an SG6 field gun and mortar. On the other hand, Stephenn is actually now setting up a lighter Feldhaubitz. So Stephenn perhaps realizing, you know, this did not really work out. I think I need some bigger artillery to throw at my opponent. And thus he goes for the Feldhaubitze. Victory points not looking too good for Stephenn. NovSeb definitely having had the map advantage for some time. Now striking back, although certainly that little raid did do some damage. For sure, though Sandy wasn't able to really wipe a squad. Would have been fun if he'd actually been able to clear out the snipers. Still did some damage. And in the end, he did get some Veterancy 3 Grenadiers with an MG42. Howitzer almost ready. Looks like he's getting awfully close. There's just a bit of manpower and he is ready. Rifle grenade goes off there.
The enemy is attempting.
Pack 40 falls back here. Stephenn captured his right flank is a bit overexposed.
Grenadiers.
Getting into the building there. Then he's advancing, quickly suffering losses there to the snipers. Looks like he's going to see if he can't get them with a sniper. Oh, rifle grenade there going off, but sprints away. Well played there.
Are securing our territory.
Getting ever closer, and there you go, Howitzer firing off. Trying to get that field gun, but misses. He's got the resources for a command tank. If he so wants it, or another Panther 4 or the Sturmgeschütz. And T-42 holding things up here, and there we go. A pair of T-3045s has been sent in to assist NovSeb in his mission of crushing the fascists. Certainly under attack from all sides. Panther 4 moves going to try and clear out that Maxim. SG6 field gun moving up. Howitzer so far not having much luck there once more. Stephenn finds himself falling back on all fronts. Barrages going off there. Would be a good time now to try and call in the Sturmovik strafe, maybe. Sort of add to the fun. But T-3045 moving up, Pack the holding moving away. Scout car taking heavy damage. Panzerkampfwagen firing in as well. Taking heavy damage though from the T-35 already there. Less than half health. So much damage going in there. Pack 40 firing, might get one of the T-3045s. Panther 4 down. T-3045 out of control. The other one getting in the line of fire as well. Could he get the... Yes! Both T-35s down. Veterancy 3 for the Pack 40. Rather desperate engagement, but he's still not out of the fire yet. NovSeb still keeps up the pressure. Still holds most of the map. Stravniki needs to fall back. Oh, once more NovSeb might have gotten slightly overconfident there. Losing the veteran to Stravniki. Alongside the two T-3045s. No sign yet of the Soviet Air Force, which could have been quite helpful. Trying to extract the field gun, and there we go. The Panzer has been summoned to the field.
Enemy armor has engaged us.
vicious series of engagements. Conscripts under fire. MD42 already in trouble. And burning away at the base here. Oh, NovSeb, you cheeky bastard. Oh, an anti-tank grenade. Damage the engine already, but the Panzer IV gets a kill there on the veteran conscripts. How to find way without getting a single kill so far. Rather sad. And the situation is certainly not looking good for Stephenn at the moment. The Groß Deutschland has suffered quite a bit, been pushed back, but at the same time, it is some rather serious and nasty engagement going on here for NovSeb, and he is suffering under all of this. And there we go, SU-76 finally blew up. Finally destroyed in the name of Germany. And a quick round grenade against the mortar, and get some of them. Can Stephenn successfully mount a counter-attack and push his way back? Also, the Pack 40 quickly needs to recruit. Grenadiers here finding a way. Veteran, oh, but mortar round almost takes them out. Howitzer unleashing death and destruction upon the Maxim crew. And there we go. Panzer IV plying through the blizzard to assist the frontline troops. These grenadiers just need to fall back. They are not in a good fighting condition. Conscripts close to getting wiped out there. Other conscripts moving in. Panzer IV arrives to save the day, it would seem. Conscripts need to be careful. They're too climbed up. NovSeb, careful. Mortar moving up. Maxim moving up. Dangerous right in front of there. The Panzer IV, which possesses greater splash damage than regular Panzer IV, and less scatter, and overall also high rate of fire, meaning it's actually quite devastating towards infantry. Something a lot of people perhaps not realise about it. It's quite a vicious little weapon when it comes to dealing with infantry. And there we go, Maxim crew, torch. Still not a lot of territory left here. In fact, we see here Stephenn driving his Panzer IV command tank straight towards NovSeb's base, almost as if he's issuing a challenge to NovSeb. But quickly pulls back once he realises, you know, he might be in trouble if he's not careful. But right there, I mean, aggressive play from NovSeb, but in this case he might have overextended himself a bit too far. And he's got a ton of munitions. Surprised he did not call in. Then again, during the blizzard, of course, you can't call in air support, but initially there might have been a bit, you know. Or at least some more mines. There's certainly a bit lacking there. So we see Stephenn here pushing back, and now looks like he's also trying to clear out the Maxim. There we go, no intention of securing it. Panzer Grenadier being sent forwards.
Blizzard is passing.
Frozen grenadiers here.
These troops could easily stand to move forwards.
Pack crew is ready.
And got the Pack 40 combat ready as well. I wonder what NovSeb's next response will be. Alternating, he's actually trying to stay away from here. That is where he's probably expecting Stephenn to perhaps fire. So of course, staying away from where the expected zone of fire is going to be is of course a good idea, thus ensuring he doesn't get his men murdered. But I imagine it's specifically something wants to avoid with these veteran 3 snipers. I mean, they really have done quite well for NovSeb, and another penal battalion with another set of flamethrowers. Sturmgeschütz on the way, and we are noticing an SU-85. Panzer IV command tank holding up the front so far. Bit of mortar fire going in, infantry slowly advancing. Getting off a few shots there. Stephenn moving in. More telemines up here for Stephenn. Grenadiers and MD42 holding up the Stephenn. And we're seeing here the Panzer IV command tank is quickly falling back. Sturmgeschütz moving up. Combat engineers forced to rush away. Snipers gaining further kills as the fight progresses. SU-85 moving in, taking a nice hit there from the Pack 40, doing quite a bit of damage, only down to half health there from 2 shots.
The Russians are attacking! Grenadiers reporting.
Still clear.
Ready. Yeah?
Moving forward with the command tank again, but taking heavy fire there from the SU-5. Stug moving up as well. Perhaps something to get off a few shots alongside the Pack 40. A bold move here. Ooh, Pack 40 slightly pointing in the right direction. Stug. If he had the spotting scopes, he could actually probably gun that S-35 there. But sadly not. It's actually time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is definitely rather interesting. Stephenn so far is a bit more on the rise at the moment. He's got the more forces, and he's definitely sort of pushing back and applying some pressure here to NovSeb. The NovSeb is clearly fighting back pretty hard and pretty viciously. His mortar doing alright as well. S-35 and all the sort of mix of infantry he's got, although at the same time he could do with more infantry. But for Stephenn, I mean, missing a nice push forward, the S-35 is a problem. He might want to consider either getting another Stug or a Panzer IV to sort of help deal with it. He should definitely, I think, consider actually getting some spotting scopes there for the Stugs. I mean, Stugs really benefit from spotting scopes. They're definitely one of the units that can get the most out of a pair of spotting scopes. That means they can really get the most out of their 50 range. And that generally means they'll be a lot hard to sneak up on, in particular for an S-35, which then needs to either use tracking or its other ability there, the focus sight, to actually get the range advantage it has over the Stug. So there are some things there to sort of keep in mind about it. And again, Stugs really benefit from it. Absolutely. Also, spotting scope for the Panzer IV command tank might be an idea. He's got enough infantry, though another squad could never hurt, and another Pioneer squad to help speed up repairs would also be a nice idea. Also, sneaking up here on the left flank could apply some further pressure, to sort of put it mildly. But overall, so far he's holding most of the map, though victory points are not looking too grand for him in comparison to his opponent. He could also consider securing that field gun as well. A half-track to sort of help keep pressure up the front line might also be a fun idea here for Stephenn. As for NovSeb, I mean, we're seeing a lot less infantry. On the other hand, he's got a lot more veteran infantry. I mean, he's got veteran 3 snipers, veteran 3 conscripts, veteran mortars. And also he's got a ton of munitions. He definitely needs to utilize some of those Sturmweg attacks here. I mean, that's really a ton of munitions, so that would definitely be one of the best choices of basically just calling in the right spots, and could really cause Stephenn a lot of grief. Otherwise, mines, lots of mines. I mean, he's got munitions for laying out quite a few. I mean, for that, I think he could lay out about 20 mines, and that could easily, in the right spots, cause, again, Stephenn quite a bit of grief. That's definitely something I think he should more strongly consider. But either way, get a few Sturmweg attacks in. Get a few in, there we go. And otherwise, I mean, keep up the pressure, perhaps get some more infantry. He might want to consider actually aiming for a IS-2 heavy tank, but then again, with a Pack 40 veteran 3, it would have a lot less effect than would have been initially called in. Still, it could work out. Otherwise, another pair of T-35s could also work, or more SS-76s, and then a lot more barrages. I mean, he's actually been rather sparing with his barrages from the SS-76, interestingly enough, which could have been useful, for example, clearing out the pack earlier. But overall, I mean, there are many options here for NovSeb to go, but I think, more infantry at the moment would probably help him, but also slowly saving up for another pair of T-35s or an IS-2. Either of those could really do a lot of devastating damage in different manners, though. In different manners. So, yeah, NovSeb also in terms of damage, how do things look? I mean, they're actually extremely equal in terms of damage, but also there's something about how close this fight has been. All the team, of course, does show this sort of more kill advantage. Still, I mean, when they're actually that close to terms of damage, I mean, that does say something about the fight as well. But let's return to the combat, to the effects. Sornen and over here can quickly find themselves forced away.
What do you need?
We're seeing here that Stephenn is conducting retreat to over the other side of the road. Assault force moving in there, lots of flamethrowers and some snipers covering it. Conscripts moving up the centre. Stug in the repairs pack setting up at the very edge of the road. Looks like Stephenn is bombarding the Soviet base.
Conscripts ready and willing.
Panzer IV command tank providing nice cover fire there. While most of Stephenn's infantry is currently sort of putting themselves together.
Comrade?
A bit of quiet there. As NovSeb once more replenishes the forces, and looks like he's got a very specific sort of unit composition. He wants to have these particular units, and now he's getting a maximum to sort of replace the one he lost Interesting to note there, interesting to note. There's definitely a clearer strategy going on here for NovSeb, which clearly seems to involve 2 conscripts, 1 penal squad, 1 sniper, and 1 Maxim, and likely also field gun. So that's actually also quite interesting to note there for the players who might be interested in sort of trying this out. Definitely some interesting play. Panzer's moving up here. Panzer IV command tank providing Unterstützung. Sturmgeschütz almost fully repaired. Grenadiers moving out. And again, lots of munitions for some strafing runs, if that's what he wants. Nice use of self-repair there on the S-35.
We are as ready as we can be.
Both sides seems to be waiting for something, and there we go. Barrage unleashed.
Standing by.
Hoping to catch something, but so far only 2 kills. A bit unfortunate here for Stephenn. His howitzers so far not managed to make such an impressive work of thing. There we go. S-35 gets 1. Panzer getting looks for perhaps 2 even. Snipers also getting killed. Panzer into a retreat. Sturmgeschütz moving out, but straight through without any support. And we are seeing smoke going down. Stuka smoke going down. To obfuscate things here, but oh, Sturmgeschütz kaputt. Sturmgeschütz kaputt. Penal troops want more from the Panzer IV. Panzer IV misses, trying to get that victory point back. Heavy fighting over it. Strafniki needs to pull back. Careful, NovSeb. Where's the air support, by the way? But Stu cooked up. That was definitely unfortunate. Eventually, 1 here for the S-35 already. The Großdeutsch having a bit of trouble seeing a regular Panzer IV arriving as well. And there we go, recruiting the field gun on top of everything. And looks like they'll soon be able to call another pair of T-35s. Though again, an IS-2 could also prove exquisitely lethal, and looks like oh no, he's lost the veteran T3 Pack 40. That's really bad news. In fact, would leave him very vulnerable coming to the IS-2, because then Stephenn's really only got the Panzer IV and the command tank to hold it back, and that would be absolutely devastating to be hit by an IS-2. That would definitely cause Stephenn quite a bit of harm. I mean, had he had the Stug, I mean, of course, with some armored tank to shield, it could probably hold back, or at least even destroy the IS-2. But the Panzer IV still have a lot harder for that due to their lower penetration overall, and also lower range. So that could actually prove a massive problem here for Stephenn if he goes for that. Panzer's leading a counterattack here. Oh my god! That really did a job there on the Bolsheviks. Yeah.
Yes, comrade.
And there you go, artillery fire into the centre of things. Maxim, no, not there, not there. Actually, out on the far flank here. Snipers though, mortar grenades, penal troops forcing away the centre here. Panzer IV command tank moving up to cover up. And there you go, just firing into the Soviet advancing ranks. Oh, nice hit there, nice hit. And Panzer IV flanking the Maxim. No Pinselmann machine gun up, still no sign of Soviet air support. Veterans 1 here for the Stravniki. MG42 fighting away. Command tank also joining in. Snipers need to be careful, careful, careful. Rifle grenade takes out most of the Stravniki. He might lose them again. There we go. NovSeb seems to have a slight nasty knack for extending them. Now, will we be seeing the IS-2 or will we be seeing... Oh, he went for the T-3045s. He went for the T-3045s.
They've opened up on us.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Panzer IV's moving in, flanking the S-35. Well played there, there's just one problem. 2 T-3045s just arrived, the Panzer IV is doomed. And the Panzer IV fails to penetrate the frontal armour there as well. That was one flank, which probably could have been better supported, but I mean, nice idea. But again, the arrival of the T-3045s pretty much sent it back, and he had no chance if he simply covered from all sides. He couldn't even pull back. A bit of a gamble there from Stephenn, which ultimately resulted in the loss of Panzer again. Now he's down to very little. I mean, of course, also this is not reasonably half bad. Of course, Christian's helping Stephenn sort of guard himself against this now. I mean, he's pretty short on anything that can stop such a massive Soviet armoured advance.
Fresh meat has arrived.
Pack 40s will be one way, though.
Yes, comrade.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
And there we go, Pack 40 is on the way.
Yes, comrade.
Stug or a Panzer IV on top of that would also be a nice idea.
Ready.
once more NovSeb is back in the fight.
We are ready to go, comrades.
Still though, tons of munitions being floated. I have no idea why NovSeb is floating that much. I mean, it's highly irregular to see someone float that much munitions, in particular with such an ability. The only reason I can imagine is he's not really fond of using it and can't seem to have an idea what to use these other munitions for. Panzerschrecks up here for Stephenn. The Arketten Panzerwüchse. Overall broad advance all over the place. Panzer IV command tank receiving repairs close to Veteran 2 as well. Howitzer still not really managing to hit anything. And there you go, the Panzerabwehrkanone slowly pushing through. And there you go, T-35 takes a nice hit there from the Panzerabwehrkanone. Panzer's moving up, needs to be careful though, with the snipers and the two T-35s. There we go! Wide pair of T-35s are quite lethal as well to infantry. I mean, just note how quick they went down alongside the snipers with 42 kills, by the way. And now we're seeing a race for the Panzerschreck. Like an ancient relic. It is being secured here, but the Germans managed to get it once more. And there we go, a second Panzerkampfwagen arrives. Max are moving up the left flank, Stephenn once more bit on the defensive. MD-42 exposed, taking heavy shots there from the field gun. Back 40 in trouble. Command tank needs to move up and provide its defensive bonus here to the troops so they take less damage. As they do take 20% less damage with the Panzer IV command tank in the same sector. Infantry is reinforced. It looks like the Howitzers flying straight into things. Might he finally get some kills? Oh, there we go. Field gun down. T-35 almost down as well. Close to getting the T-35 there. S-35 moving up. Take fits there from the Pack 40. Pack 40 they've cleared out. Oh, sniper almost wiped out there by the Howitzer as well. Command tank tearing into the conscripts with merciless abandon. And the mortar went down there to the Howitzer. That Howitzer's all of a sudden actually paying itself off. Panzer IV did not have a long lifespan, but ultimately a bit of a brutal engagement again, and he's lost another unit right here. Stephenn holds on though, just barely, and now we got two tanks and an assault gun here holding back all three in repairs. Still no sign of the support. And still no sign mines either. But again, going for the victory point, victory here. Pretty aggressively, but infantry sections are getting increasingly depleted.
The enemy has only 50 points remaining.
And that Panzer IV command tank is definitely earning itself in already 32 kills. I mean, it's simply an infantry annihilator, plus the bonus it can provide to units in your own sectors. So it's usually surprising when a person with the doctrine that has it doesn't use it. There we go, Veteran 2. And what is this? Another bit of smoke there. A desperate and aggressive attempt here from Stephenn to get back the centre victory point, showing he can't be seen while going for the smoke. Well played, well played. Good use of smoke. Stephen's only been one of the more foremost uses of smoke in the game, so that's always great to see. Panzer is moving through the smoke, see if they can't get off some damage, though they only want Panzerschrecks, so it's a bit limited what they can do. Snipers getting at them. Panzer needs to fall back. And there you go, Howitzer firing in straight at the S-35. Veteran 2 on the S-35, Veteran 2, Panzer IV command tank moves in straight by the snipers. Oh, it doesn't see them or doesn't fire at them. Gets one though. And there you go, T-35 down, Pack 40 up at the front, Veteran 2. And there you go, firing in. There we go, artillery hitting as well. It's an absolute slaughter. And massive reversal right here of the situation enacted by Stephenn. All of a sudden, the Veteran 5 is down. The T-35 is down. The Panzer IV command tank is blitzing in after the T-35 as well, firing into the weaker side armor with its low velocity gun. It's actually able to penetrate and do some damage. Gott im Himmel! And we're actually seeing here that NovSeb is forced to fall back as T-35. Though Stephenn is as well, obviously, but still rather changing tides in this battle. I mean, this is quite the impressive fight. It's turned so many times around here with both players being forced back to their bases. 37 kills here, slowly advancing up the flanks. More infantry on the way for Stephenn. Howitzer close to reaching Veteran 3. which would mean a range increase, but that's pretty much not really of much use on this map anyway, since you can shoot directly into the enemy base.
We have a fresh grenadier squad. Yeah.
But definitely a bit of a beat down there on NovSeb. And that house is definitely turning out to be quite valuable. Really doing a lot of damage and proving it's worth also has something to do with armor. Grenadiers moving up there with a Panzerschreck. Wonder what Stephen's pulling off here. Might be careful he doesn't get his men killed.
You have a fire mission? Shoots in here.
Rather spread out here though. He would certainly be a bit exposed in the right flank, and a fresh Su-76M moving in, the M standing for modernised, essentially. And we're also seeing here how NovSeb is actually forced to abandon his base. He can't feel safe anymore with all the artillery going on there, which means he can't actually get his sniper fully reinforced. It's a little fun thing to note there.
You have a fire mission?
Command tank receiving his repairs. Another Panzer IV on the way here for the Groß Deutschland. Oh, Su-76 caught by the Panzers with a Panzerschreck. Quick barrage here on the Grenadiers. Misses. Sniper opening up. Panzer Grenadiers will be forced to retreat soon, but so with the conscripts. Another Su-76 quick landing in some light armor here. Perhaps not thinking so worried about heavy armor for the time being. Thinking he can opt for this with the artillery support as well. But Pack 40 is opening up. Viciously so. Su-76 almost down. Needs to pull back. Pull back. Oh. And MD4 2 within 10 out hitting ground. Close to Veteran 3. And there we go. Veteran 3 has been achieved. T-34 85 ready to push up again. MG will need to fall back as well. Come on, Panzer IV moving up. Quick self-repairs there. Still not a single side of aerial support here. Oh, sniper needs to be careful, they need to get away. Oh, that was damn close there. One hit there, and that could definitely have been GG, since without the sniper he would definitely have much harder time. He's done 51 kills here. I think that's a lot of kills. In fact, that's almost half the kills actually conducted here by NovSeb. Panzer IV moving in here, but comes under rather intense attention here from the Su-76 is actually penetrating, doing a bit of damage there alongside the T-35. They're forced to deal with a command tank as well. Veteran 2 for the T-35 85. That's going to make it much more dangerous role as it actually gains a higher rate of fire. Panzer IV command tank in return, closing in on Veteran 3 in return. Snipers here almost dead. Need to spread out here though. And there we go, Stephenn once more unleashing death from his howitzer. T-35 moving in. And looks like an infantry squad went down there. Need to conduct some self-repairs on it. Move it over here, I would suggest, then do it. For NovSeb. A bit of a desperate strong point here from Stephenn, holding up the front lines, ensuring that NovSeb can't push too far ahead, while the rest of his forces are being rebuilt. Oh, Panzer IV exposing his rear, taking heavy damage from this in the X's, although Pack 45 is back rather rapidly, getting one immediately. But anti-tank grenade collects. Yeah. And looks like something got murdered right here, though. Not entirely sure what, the maximum by the looks of it. Pushing for the victory points. Points are ticking down. 53 kills from the sniper. He's making a quick advance, but that is rather quick cut down in the name of the motherland. Oh, he couldn't lose the Grenadiers. Oh, looks like fortune favoured him a bit. There we go, T-35 continues to get the kills. Howitzer once more fires away. Once more into the enemy base. And there we go, finally calling in some air support by the looks of it. Most shots though failed to penetrate the front arm of the Panzer IV. They need to pull that back and get repaired again. There we go, Pioneer Squad wiped out. Shells going in there on the Panzer IV command tank by the regular Panzer IV. Coming under fire there. T-35 needs to pull back. Oh, NovSeb. That was a bad idea right there. That was senseless waste there of his T-35 veterans too. I mean, I can see what he was hoping to achieve, but ultimately it was too low on health. It should have been repaired. Starts again that Panzer IV there, and there we go, out of control. Austin Flak Panzer on the way, and there we go. Finally blew up. Panzer IV command tank there. Slivers away from Veterans 3. Definitely a heroic commander in that Befehlspanzer. Doing quite his bit there for Deutschland. While shells rocketing in on the base rather makes it clear it's not safe to stay.
Artillery ready.
With a flak panzer moving ahead, perhaps a bit now worried about any air support going in, but likely not too much of a worry since it's rather rare again that NovSeb has actually utilised it. S-16 immediately encountering the flak panzer. And there we go, an SU-85 has arrived, another tank destroyer. And SU-76 takes another puncher trek.
The enemy is taking our territory.
So much artillery, and the base is simply slowly falling apart. More incendiary armor pitting round taking from them before two providing support for the advancing Panzer Grenadiers. A desperate fight for the victory points going on. Interestingly enough, we're not seeing an attempt here from NovSeb, which actually has secured this point and instantly gains someone to take the point all the way over here and then holding it down. That could in fact prove potentially useful.
What do you need?
Then he's moving straight towards the victory point there to hold out for a bit longer.
We are ready.
Can they hold out? SU-85, by the way, you can counter the Pack 40 firing into it. The ever lethal Pack 40 crew missed though.
Was ist gut?
Standing by.
Flak Panzer moving in to provide support for the beleaguered Grenadiers.
We are losing a sector. Imminent.
And quickly sends NovSeb's troops running with only a sliver of help left.
The enemy is down to 200 points.
Lots of dead medics as well. Lots and lots of dead medics.
Ready for orders.
Fresh Pioneers finally arrived, probably patch up that Panzer IV. And now Stephen's the one actually floating a lot of munitions. Rather rare to see that much munition being floated by both players at such a level of play. But back to NovSeb, who's barely hanging on but still striking pretty hard. Also really, you know, high kill count on both sides. MG42 with incendiary armor rounds continue to just slay his opponents.
How can I help?
Sniper team with 60 kills. Hardly anything to sneeze at.
SU-76 taking fire. Our headquarters is taking enemy fire.
Oh! Nasty hit, they're bursting apart the flamethrower tank as well. And looks like he's firing straight into the base. Well, he's trying to. SU-5 took a hit there. Further losses inflicted. The engineers are dead now. Another SU-6 on the way.
Return fire!
Another assault forwards. Snipers being forced to fall back. So is the SU-76, which is actually firing away in the hopes of catching the Pack 40, but actually fails. Since Stephenn already pulled it back. Well played there. And there go down. Oh, sniper down, sniper down. At the same time, all of this is actually blocking for the base machine guns, if there are any left. Where there's one there and one there. The other one's been blown to hell.
Taking fucking fire!
Another barrage straight into the base.
We are bleeding, comrade!
And there we go, we're seeing the Panzer IV command tank blitzing ahead through the cold blizzard. Wonder what he's up to. There we go, getting off a nice hit there. Closing in on Veteran T3, I imagine.
Under fire! We are bleeding, comrade!
One more kill perhaps. So close. And there we go, Veteran T3 Panzer IV command tank. I think that's the first actually. But now it possesses a much higher rate of fire. Plus it's a lot more mobile. That thing really has done most of the damage here for Stephenn out of all of his units. And there you go, blitzing ahead. Pack 40 supporting. Firing into the rear of the SU-5. They're actually penetrating. The Pack 40 is clearly the one doing the most damage. Ending damage on the command tank. But pulling back into friendly territory, thus being harder to deal with.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
Black Panther quick to move up. Another barrage. Oh! Another Kansky squad down. Support Wem Company down. And we're just seeing the advancing infantry being shredded here by Flak Panzer and the Panzer. Conscripts without a chance of survival, and there we go. NovSeb admits defeat and pulls back the remaining forces before all is lost. A loss to the Soviet Union, but a rather brutal fight. Also, in regards, a very interesting fight. We definitely saw some rather unusual play here from the Soviets, getting both the support weapon company and a special rifle command so early in the game, actually getting up and around the interesting combined arms play. So that was actually quite fun. Also, nice use of the doctrine here, although he could have utilised this one a bit more a bit sooner. And I think at one stage in IS-2 might have been the trick instead of a pair of T-30-35s. Of course, that is just me. But overall, also just, you know, lots of varied units here from him. He just didn't go for one. I mean, he got field guns, Maxims, conscripts, snipers, penal troops, scout cars, SU-76s, SU-85s, T-34-85s. I mean, quite a bit of variety here from NovSeb. The problem was at times, at some times, he'd perhaps get a bit too confident, and then he'd end up actually wasting some rather powerful units that should have been pulled back and refitted and repaired and trained. The penal troops down here, the T-35-85 Veteran T2 should have been pulled back, but again, he rather got a bit overconfident and then he lost them. Also, I think he could have done a lot more with either more sturming attacks or at least a lot more mines. Now that those things really came about, and again, he ended up floating a ton of munitions, which could really have done him a lot more good, I think, on the battlefield, in one way or the other, and trying to make it a lot harder for Stephenn to sort of get back in the fight. But of course, Stephenn himself also made some nice play. I mean, I think he pretty much made use of every ability. Even the spotty scope saw a bit of use. But actually, the command tank clearly, was the star amongst Stephenn's forces with 60 kills. Veteran T3 absolutely devastating. Really did a lot of damage to his opponent. I mean, almost, 300 kills here, in which case, that would have taken up 1/5 of them. So, I mean, quite impressive play here, and really good use of the command tank. His other tanks that didn't release as much use, I mean, Stephenn had a slight tendency perhaps of extending his Panzer IVs, getting a bit too cocky, and then quickly losing them. Ostwind, though, did a lot better, though not as good as, again, the command tank, which, again, really proved to be an ace. Otherwise, the artillery, while initially not so great, ultimately, though, paid off as well. Did a lot of damage, knocked out several vehicles, at least made them easier to kill. A lot of infantry kills as well. I mean, really just doing a lot. MD-42 well handled, Pack 40 well handled. Overall, nice unit preservation, and several times he might have lost the field. At the same time, he didn't lose all his units. The same with NovSeb, although at the same time, the problem with NovSeb was he did have a slightly harder time preserving his units, sometimes again overextending or being a bit too stubborn to pull back, and then he ended up losing several, which again made it easier then for Stephenn to sort of hold back in the face of the next counterattack. Also, good use of smoke, and also nice to see the mechanized going to do. Sometimes it was a bit passive, but at the same time, he actually managed to do a surprisingly amount of damage with it, though, again, had he gotten the snipers, it really paid off, and I think that could have actually made sure the fight would have ended sooner. Also, good use of that snipers. 67 kills. Nice job there. So, I sincerely hope you enjoyed this exciting match. I hope you learned a lot. Of course, there are actually a lot of things to learn from this match. I think, a lot of interesting play from the Surge, the Germans, some units here being utilised you might not always see so often, also utilised quite well. And also one of the fun things about watching a replay by Stephenn, he generally tends to do something interesting every match, most of the time. So, hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something from it, hope you were inspired to try something new after watching this. If you were, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share with everyone. If not, when you're sending a replay, and provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying, cheers.